In the heart of Igbo land, where the hills of Nsukka kiss the skies, a legend was born, Efunsetan Aniwura, a woman whose name would echo across generations. She was no ordinary child. Her piercing cries at birth were said to have frightened even the bravest warriors, a sign of the power she would wield in her lifetime. Her mother, Neka, a renowned diviner, prophesied that Efunsetan would rise above men and rule with the strength of a lioness. But she also warned, great power brings great trials. Efunsetan grew up in Ojidai, a bustling town known for its vibrant markets and rich traditions. From a young age, she displayed an unusual brilliance and boldness that set her apart. While other children played with clay and leaves, she studied the ways of trade and governance, often eavesdropping on council meetings led by the village elders. Her father, Udechuku, a prosperous merchant, indulged her curiosity, teaching her the secrets of commerce and diplomacy. By her teenage years, Efunsetan had mastered the art of negotiation, a skill that earned her the admiration of traders from far and wide. She began to accompany her father on trading expeditions to the northern Hausa lands, where she encountered the complexities of regional politics. It was on one of these trips that she learned of the legendary Yoruba queen, Moremi, whose story of bravery inspired her deeply. The birth of a queen. Efunsetan's life changed forever when her father passed away suddenly, leaving her as the sole heir to his vast trading empire. Many doubted her ability to manage such a fortune, but she quickly proved them wrong. With sharp wit and an iron will, she expanded her trade routes, dealing in palm oil, kola nuts, and textiles. Her wealth grew exponentially, and so did her influence. Traders, chiefs, and even warriors sought her counsel, recognizing her as a force to be reckoned with. Her rise did not go unnoticed. The Council of Elders, wary of her growing power, attempted to curtail her influence by forbidding women from attending council meetings. Efunsetan's response was swift and calculated. She began hosting her own gatherings, where she discussed matters of trade and governance. Her meetings attracted a diverse audience, from young warriors eager to prove their loyalty to seasoned traders who respected her acumen. One fateful evening, a rival trader named Obiakocha accused her of using witchcraft to amass her fortune. Enraged but composed, Efunsetan challenged him to a public debate. Before a crowd that spilled out of the market square, she dismantled his accusations with logic and evidence, exposing his own corrupt dealings in the process. From that day forward, she was no longer just a wealthy trader, she was a queen in her own right. The Kingdom of Efunsetan. As her influence spread, Efunsetan decided to establish her own domain. She chose a strategic location near the banks of the Niger River, a place that offered both trade advantages and natural defenses. She named her settlement Aniwura, meaning land of wealth, and declared herself its ruler. Under her leadership, Aniwura flourished. She implemented fair trade policies, established schools, and built a formidable army to protect her people. Efunsetan was not only a shrewd leader but also a visionary. She encouraged the cultivation of yam and cassava, introducing innovative farming techniques that increased yields. Her market became the largest in the region, attracting traders from as far as Timbuktu and the Gold Coast. She also established alliances with neighboring kingdoms, marrying off her nieces and nephews to secure peace and prosperity. But Efunsetan's reign was not without controversy. She ruled with an iron fist, enforcing strict laws that left no room for dissent. Thieves were publicly flogged, and traitors faced exile or death. Some whispered that her punishments were too harsh, but others argued that her methods were necessary to maintain order in a growing kingdom. The fall begins. Efunsetan's downfall began with the arrival of European traders. They brought with them guns, mirrors, and cloth, but also deceit and greed. Initially, Efunsetan saw them as potential allies, eager to trade palm oil for their goods. However, she soon realized their true intentions, to exploit her people and resources. She banned the sale of slaves within her territory, a decision that angered the Europeans and some local chiefs who had grown wealthy from the trade. Her resistance made her a target. The Europeans began spreading rumors, accusing her of harboring criminals and plotting against neighboring kingdoms. These lies reached the ears of her allies, sowing seeds of doubt and mistrust. Chiefs who once stood by her side now questioned her motives, and alliances began to crumble. The final blow came from within. One of her trusted generals, Namdi, betrayed her, lured by promises of wealth and power from the Europeans. He led a coup against her, attacking Aniwura's palace under the cover of darkness. Though Efunsetan fought valiantly, her forces were outnumbered and overwhelmed. The legacy of Efunsetan Aniwura. Efunsetan was captured and brought before a tribunal of her enemies. They demanded that she renounce her throne and pledge loyalty to the Europeans. True to her nature, she refused. "I would rather die a queen than live as a puppet," she declared. Her defiance cost her life, but her spirit remained unbroken. News of her execution spread like wildfire, sparking outrage among her people. Though Aniwura fell under foreign control, Efunsetan's legacy endured. Her story became a symbol of resistance against oppression and a testament to the power of a determined woman. Songs were composed in her honor, and her name was etched into the oral histories of Igbo land. Generations later, Efunsetan's descendants would rise to reclaim Aniwura, inspired by the memory of the queen who dared to defy kings and conquerors alike. Her life, though marked by trials and tragedy, remains a beacon of hope and a reminder that even in the darkest of times, courage and resilience can shape the course of history.